YouTube. Hello. Good morning. This is the entire history of my Backpack Battles channel and its views. So I started playing this game as a demo a while back, 2023. And I played it for a little bit. I was playing it too much on my main channel, so I started this secondary channel just to upload Backpack Battles. I only played for a little bit. I stopped playing. Then they did a big update. They added 2 more characters to the game. They went from a demo to actually selling the game. I came back. I played a ton. I played all the way up until late 2024 is when I did the 0-second kill build and then decided, okay, I'm going to chill out with Backpack Battles and back off a little bit. But then I got monetized, right here. The channel started making a little bit of money, but I was mostly backing off Backpack Battles. Backing off, there would be interest would come and go. And then I started to back off, going to every other day playing. Then 1.0 release came out. And that was a month ago. And there was some interest in the game again. I wish that this thing didn't cover it up when I tried to hover it and move it up higher, out of the way. Yeah. So now, though, interest looks like it's gonna drop back off, which happens, at least for my channel. I don't know if it's dropping off for Backpack Battles completely. But even if interest keeps up, you can tell, you can see when the views start to drop off. They were still doing, that's Oaken Tower. They were still doing well for the 3x Rainbow Goob, but that's kind of like clickbait a little bit. A little bit. Views were at 300 a video. It seems like they're gonna drop off to 100 a video pretty quick. So I kind of have to decide what I'm doing with this channel. Also, Oaken Tower doesn't get great views. Monster Battles, I'm gonna play more of it because I want to play more of it, but nobody wants to watch that. SLR, nobody knows what Skill Legends Royale is, except for a couple backpack people, and I don't play it that well. I just play it because it's fun, but it also got a few comments. We'll see. So I think the main takeaway, Oaken Tower. Bob thinks that he got banned from Oaken Tower, and he might have. Devs are weird. Sometimes devs are overly sensitive. If you say anything about their game that they take as being critical or negative, I don't know. And during hours and hours of streaming, you just say stuff. Plus, he didn't even say anything bad. I don't know. He talked about the game not being balanced enough, where I think that game is more balanced than this one. I talk crap about Backpack Battles. Except he's right. The events in Oaken Tower are terribly unbalanced. Wait, I didn't check if there are any new comments. But I think the items are pretty well balanced. Ooh, saw you reading comments but not responding. I should respond to this in Oaken Tower things. You like getting crit, but it doesn't crit heal. True. True. Does bro read comments? Kind of. Somewhat. That's a fair question. Wow, congrats. Thank you for my turtle game. That took me... That's another thing, is I kind of get exhausted when I spend multiple hours trying to put together a stupid build. And it kind of comes together, but it wasn't worth the time that I put into it at all. But I got to see numbers go up. That's me! How did I end up in your video? Where? You popped up. My UP. What is that, YouTube? Must be. Recommended. Started watching your playlist of Oaken Tower. I'm gonna read that during Oaken Tower, but I have to remember. Redemption. Okay, maybe I play more Oaken Tower just because it gets lots of comments. That might be enough for me. But this game also gets comments, and so did Backpack Brawl. I don't know what I'm doing is what I'm getting at. Okay, I don't see a bunch of Backpack Battles comments, so I think I'm good. Ender Wiggin is a reason that I would keep playing Backpack Battles. There are other people. Ricky Hood is another. You comment on multiple games. So does Ricky Hood, though. But I think Ender Wiggin just watches Backpack Battles. I have to think about it. I need to figure out what I want to do. The constant struggle. What to do. This Backpack Battles can't be a forever thing. It's not. Not for me. Alright. We're silver. All of that. But I'm still going to play. A little bit, at least. I'm going to play right now. We're going to play as Berserker. But I'm warning you guys that Backpack Battles is probably going away. Or it's decreasing. That's an early box of riches on a character that can build an anvil. Huh. Alright, quick pause. I should maybe caveat and say that I've said this before, and I've stepped back from Backpack Battles. We just showed it in the graph a little bit. I've stopped. Like, I first stopped when it was a demo, then I, slowed down after the 0 second, then I slowed down right before release. So this will be, the 4th time. Kind of stepping back a bit. What do I want to do? Could put the shield in. For what? Don't know. We don't have stamina issues. Blue gem. Does not do much. This regen does not do much. I would really like to get this shield in. This star does not do much. Okay, that's a lot of things that do not do much. If those don't do much, then let's get that shield in instead. To get the shield in, all we need to do is what? Is make it fit. In order to make it fit. Crap. I kind of want the dagger in the pants. But I kind of don't care. Pants are a pain. Do I care? I do care. Do I? Why do I care? Let me read this again. 30% more damage, 30% slower. It should end up with the same DPS, except for weird rounding things, which there will be weird rounding things. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't want to figure out math on rounding. Oh, I wanted the gem box in. That's what I wanted, in place of this, because I don't think these two do anything on round 1. They're not worth much. Okay, to get the gem box in, I'm staring at this and I'm not seeing it. My mind is a blank. We know that shield is a total pain. We know this. We know that the broom plus the shield, is this even solvable? So we need 4 spaces and another 4 spaces. I don't think this is solvable. Huh. Wait, it is solvable. I see it. Okay. I just said that. No, it's not solvable. We're trying to get these 2 spaces connected. That's the whole puzzle. The puzzle is unsolvable. This is the part of the game that I do enjoy, but I don't know how enjoyable it is for people watching. But I enjoy the puzzle. The shield isn't going to do enough. Shield is gone. Okay. Shield is here, though. It's here for the future. Good job, Shield. Start the battle. Shield, you're a pain. We win! Yes! They didn't even put the gloves on the banana. I appreciate you. We both have puppies. I appreciate you. I'm doing it. 1 win. A pig. Purple gem. It's pretty early to be buying a purple gem. I do really like, with Anvil, getting the Wolverine gloves. I just like gloves in general as well. I don't want to craft the gloves. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. It's a lot of weirdness. No! We need a bag. Take this out. As much as I do like gems on Berserker, I don't want them right now. Crap. Claws of Attack. I think Claws of Attack are a real strategy. That was part of the reason I took the gloves. The problem is, they're difficult to make work. Stop. Hit the pants. Claws of Attack. Wait, but that's my whole everything. Sell these. Sell this? Now what? What do I buy? I buy this. Okay, and there's a whetstone on sale. So to buy that, sell this. Bam. In the video game. Bam. Bam. Look at all the bams. Alright, what am I doing with the second half of this glove? Speeding up this, but that means I don't get the start of the battles with the pig. Which is fine. The start of the battles. Is it fine? I could have used that 4 HP. 4 HP is a 10%. It's over 10% of my health. I think it's worth at least thinking about. You are worth thinking about. That did not help. But what if it did? I'm gonna put that there. How did that help? Still didn't help. And now we're making the wrong thing. There we go. Alright. Hopefully we win this. Despite only having 35 max HP. No, we lost. I can't punch through the HP that... Wait, do they have plenty of mana. I can't punch through the HP that they're gaining. It looks like we won, but it's deceptive. We lost. Alright. Those books are decent. Crap. Uniquely Unique does not play nicely with this anvil. False Life. This one. Enchanted Weapons actually does, but it's got to be Uniquely Unique. It's just Uniquely Unique's kind of a pain because the anvil and Uniquely Unique both care about positioning a lot. The good news is I wouldn't have won that one even if I had the pig stars. Extra HP was not my problem. My problem was I didn't have enough damage to punch through. Do I ever make a crook? Oh, that's weird. Crook is weird because there are a lot of cold builds lately, but they're not here yet. And I have 2 weapons that would benefit from the damage increase. Requires thought. Purple gem. Do I have any interest in this? Wait, do I ever not go anvil because I have this? Possible. That is possible. Also, I need this star. This pig is getting screwed over. Nobody likes you, pig. You don't get any stars. Why? Why can the pig not have stars? Because of Uniquely Unique. Wait, but you're not even pointing at anything. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's figure this out. Yeah, but now the pig still couldn't have this star. Alright. Why can't you go like this? You go like this. You come up here. This dagger can go wherever it needs to go. Where does it need to go? Solved. Good? I think that's good. I still have 5 gold. Do I need the 5 gold right now? Nope. So I'd rather spend it when we have a better chance of seeing something better. To find something better. Really, I want the super sword. What do I want for a weapon? What about katana? Katana would be solid for a little bit. We're getting wins. Playing against stoned. With a single stone. What about a Tim? I would take a Tim. Do I want a pig? Not particularly, but maybe. Tim. I'm gonna take this out. We need space. Crap. Where did all my money go? I bought Tim. Good job, Tim. I don't love this armor with pants. God, I like this armor so much more with the other one. I still think I need it. I don't know if I need it yet, especially not at full price. I need space. I need a weapon solution. Huh. What about wooden sword? It's either katana. What about dual katanas? No. Wait. Does dual katana? No. Dual chain whip works. Dual katana, not so much. Alright. We want to go speed up things. Which things? Crap. Uniquely unique's going to be a hassle. Going to be a hassle. This one, I can speed up a purple gem. Uniquely unique goes here. We knew that this was going to be a hassle. Is there a reason that broom can't go up here? Not that I can think of. Broom can come up here. Good job, broom. Purple gem. This purple gem. I do want to combine those gems. This one. Purple gem. This one. Oh, how do I make this pig happy? It's never gonna happen. The pig is just unhappy. What am I doing with the blue? The gems are here because I plan on going anvil. I plan on going anvil because I already have 1, 2, 3 crafted items, and we should easily be able to get 8 by round 8, which is just super strong. Okay. What about another clause of attack? What about it? Sir Empty. You have damage resistance, you have poison, you have spikes. That's it? I think I'm good. Oh. Crap. Do I still build anvil? Do I still build anvil? I have no idea. That's tricky. This one falls off, but if you're going to make it not fall off, the way to do that is with uniquely unique. It's also weird because this is a low stamina item, 0.5 stamina. This is a low stamina item, 0.3 stamina. So these two can end up competing for stamina in weird ways. This one attacks quicker, but not that much quicker. If you don't have stamina problems, it doesn't matter. To not have stamina problems, you get rid of the broom. But right now, the broom does damage. I think I'm still on track to do anvil things, but I'm not sure about that. I'm less certain than I was before. I'm really tempted to get rid of the broom, even though it's +4 damage on this. The reason is, we have no stamina issues if I get rid of the broom. I basically just get to blow people up. The thing against that is we have pants, so I already don't have stamina issues. Huh. Okay, the bags are weird. This one is weird. I think I would trade this blue for that blue. I would combine up the reds. I don't need to combine purples. Could get rid of the pig. How does that help? I have to think about this. So the thing to think about is moving this up, moving this down, moving whetstone, whetstone. That's actually pretty good. This doesn't need to be sped up. It's not the best use of this speed bag. Wait, what if we switch it then? So this one goes right here. That one goes right there. This one ideally comes over here. What I'm trying to do is get the broom back in. Broom comes back in. Good job, broom. Okay, 3 stars is decent. This is like almost unbeatable for round 5. Unless they just have crazy defense, like an instant crown or something. Even then, I think I'd be alright. Good? So crafted items. We have 1 crafted item, 2 crafted items, 3 crafted items, 4 crafted items, 5 crafted items. That's a lot of crafted items. Crap, I need that star. Okay, let's go get that star. Perfect. Actually perfect, except for the pig who only has 1 star. Little details. Start the battle. So I have 72 max HP to their 70 max HP. They're dead. They're super dead. How much damage per second do we do? A lot. 21.8 damage per second versus their 0.5. They were dead in 4.4 seconds. Pretty fast for round 5. I don't need that blue gem, but it's a 1 cost. I don't need that bird, but it's on sale. I don't need more gems, I need more space. I don't know if the gems interfere with seeing space or not. We get the axe, but we don't need the axe. I'm pretty all in on this villain sword, which is weird because it does fall off. I think I'm getting rid of the bird. Bird is too slow. I would like to get rid of the broom, preferably for like wooden sword. And normally I would do wooden sword plus whetstone. Oh, but I could do hero longsword. Hero longsword wouldn't be bad. The problem with making the hero sword is that it uses less stamina, so it can cause problems. I do want that. Using less stamina on weapons that are not villain sword. Like, I want high stamina secondary weapons, but they can't take much space. Would I ever go prismatic sword? No. I think I would go hero longsword. Would I go flame sword? Possibly. Yeah, I could do that. Full HP. Would I go pop? Pop is weird with anvil, but pop is pretty good with dogs. But dogs are not great. Ooh, wait. The melee dogs are good with villain sword. But that's a 1 in 3 chance that you see the melee dogs. Being able to crit would double this thing's damage. It's just really difficult to position. Huh. Would I ever go pop? I don't have a way to increase pop's damage. That's the main thing you need. I do need that, I think. Can't do it. Wish I could. That's a lot of yellow gems. Still all in on anvil. I don't... Ooh, I have pants. Pants would auto-craft this. Okay, we could do that. Oil lamp is weird because this wants weapons around it. But it's pretty good. Accuracy. What else? Is that everything? Do I put something inside of the boots? No, this looks solid to me. What about a flute? Flute is interesting. No, it's not. Takes up too much space. It's not crafted. We don't have a need for it because I don't have any stamina issues. No, no. No, no, no. Stamina. We still have 4.2 stamina left. You would trade a yellow, which is better, for a blue, which is crafted. I have to take the trade now because as soon as I buy the anvil, it goes away. So let's take the trade now. I have tons of gold, except I'm about to spend some gold. Pack leader. No deal. Okay. Now I have to rearrange the bag, which is a total hassle. Gloves. Gloves are weird. Gloves are amazing, but they're kind of unnecessary. I have to decide how much I want that plus 30% damage. I think I want that quite a bit. Do I want this one? Weird, but it's a 1 star. Or it's a 1 space. It's a star for uniquely unique. We already have 2 uniques. We have Tim and who's the other? Wait, who's the other unique? I'm blind. You are not the unique. The other unique. I'm losing it, man. We have 2 uniques. Why do I not see a second unique? How am I this blind? I have Tim. Who is my other unique? It's not the star. It's not uniquely unique. It's not the anvil. 2 out of 3. I'm going to pause and rearrange and also try to figure out who the hell my second unique is. Because I'm confused. You have 2 out of 3. I should be able to see this. Be right back. I'm stupid. It's the villain sword. It's obviously the villain sword. My bad. Uniquely unique needs to be pointing at the villain sword. Alright. I'm gonna finish setting up my board. But it's the villain sword. That makes perfect sense. Be right back. Alright. My main takeaways. I don't really need this. I would just be buying this as a star for uniquely unique. But it wouldn't be the worst star. I do want this red gem. We're at full stars on the anvil, which is huge. This one has 3 stars, which is not the greatest, but the stars on it become less and less important because we're getting plus 8 flat damage from this. But they do get a 30% multiplier as well. It's a weird thing. I don't need the broom at all. The gloves are going to be difficult to ever fit. Technically, I could do it, but especially if I could craft them, it would be difficult to ever craft them because this is always going to want its stuff. These whetstones could do something with katana. I doubt they will. They could do something with hero longsword. I kind of also doubt they will, but it could happen. The biggest problem is this is kind of a dead end. I might go for the impractically large greatsword if I see it. But if I don't see it, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, I think. I have to decide on gloves. What is the decision to make with gloves? How do I put them in? Oh, it would be so much easier if they were crafted in order to craft them. But I don't really want them crafted. Could move that dagger. But move that dagger where? So this can come over here. This can go right there. I guess that's fine. It's not amazing. Wait. Okay, this dagger is in range. What about another customer card? This is why Uniquely Unique does not play well with Villain Sword or Anvil. Alright, what about that customer card? It could be a crafted item. It could be amazing. Will it be amazing? I don't know. So if this one came over here, would that help me a little bit? I think the answer is I need this. I don't need this. I don't really even need this blue. So I want to craft that, but I also want this star. I want multiple conflicting things all at once. And I want that dagger. And I have whetstones for no reason. Okay, start the battle. We're at 2 out of 3 2 out of 3 uniques. They have bows. Bows don't really scare me. They also have spikes. Spikes scare me a little bit more, but not really. Cool. Damage. We do 23.6 per second. Not as much as I would hope. But that's because of no rush, please. Bag of stones is here. This is not a very good... whatever. So now, if I wanted to, I could lift... not this. I could lift this vertically, but that gives me even less access to put the gloves onto here. I think I have to pivot off of Villain Sword. Crap. What about Repeater? No, because of course the anvil is not a start of battle. Why? Because the game is weird. Okay. How do I increase my chance of seeing the impractically large greatsword? I don't know. By getting more customer cards. No, you... well, yeah, but not a platinum customer card. Oh. Speed bags and gloves would be important if I make that pivot. Right now, cheese could actually be good. Weird. I don't want cheese, though. Cheese could be good because the gloves aren't doing anything over here. What about this? This feels so crappy. Alright, what about another pair of boots because we know cold has been a problem? Yeah, but how do you craft the boots because again, this thing is a problem? I'm gonna say no to the boots, but it's a little bit tempting. Crap, katana. Is katana better than villain sword? No, it's not enough. Stamina bag for what? For space. Okay. Yeah, I really need this sword. Dragon egg. Not a solution. Cap of resilience. Could be a solution. What about holy armor? On sale. I don't really have defense right now. I would happily sell the whetstones for, like, any reason. I just don't think this does anything. It buys me time. I really just need to see the what's it called? Hero Longsword. No, not Hero Longsword. The other thing. Impractically large greatsword. Wait, what about stone gloves? Weird. Are stone gloves part of the solution? They could be. They're crafted. Do I like stone gloves? I think I do. More than a whetstone? More than a whetstone. More than a blue gem? More than a blue gem. Stone gloves. Weird. Very strange. So I think stone gloves work well with impractically large greatsword. I think they're fun, and I think they work well with villain sword as well. They just work well. They would give me a reason to buy amulets. Chonk. Chonk with the badger rune. That's kind of scary. They have a lot of damage. This thing does damage. This thing does damage. This thing, not so much. And they recover stamina for mana, but do they have mana? Who knows? And they had regen because of the rats. Crap. What do I want False Life for? I don't. What do I want Thornburst for? What about full pivot to egg? Nobody expects the anvil egg. Because it's terrible. It's just more stats. Full body protection. Could actually be this. That's so much defense. Weird. I would need to get helmet and armor. It just depends if I'm going to get this sword or not. If I'm not going to get the sword, I think this is actually the answer. More stats is good, but we already have plus damage. More damage would be nice. It would. I'm not counting on getting that sword. What about this one? This one is weird. I think the answer is no. This one. No. Yes. Maybe. Crap. I think I need that. Okay. Sword's not going to happen. Why didn't I take out? Ooh, we could go second pair of stone gloves. That would be weird. This only works if you have exactly one pair, right? Exactly. Ooh, but it doesn't count gloves. Huh. The only reason to take that is if I'm going to get the big sword. So far, we don't have the big sword. No, you would just give me the stone gloves straight up. We could have 3 pairs of gloves right now. Which would be amazing if we find the big sword. This is only necessary if I find the big sword. What am I doing? I do need space. But I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I need space. Space, space, space. This one. Yellow gem. This one. This one would like to be happy, but it's not. This one. This is a mess, but we're winning. But it's a mess. Second box of riches for no reason. Wait, why don't I make the pig happy at least? I don't know. Should have made the pig happy. Cobalt. Holy bananas. And you still almost honk. Holy bananas. Quit offering me artifact stone cold. Yellow gem. Take out box of riches. Okay, we're looking for armor, helmet, big sword. Okay. So now, I really don't want to figure that out. Is it time to hard pivot away already? Immediate pivot? The problem is, this thing's a total pain to fit. It's super expensive, and it's going to lose me around. Problem with Villain Sword is it falls off. Like right now. Falls off a cliff. It's still possible that we win using this sword. While you have at least 5 in power. How do I gain 5 in power? Using boots. Ooh, I do want armor too, but is that the armor that I want? Not at full price, it's not. Not while I'm buying this sword. Okay, I think I'm hard pivoting. Tim is weird. In the backpack, you do crap. In armor, 25% chance to resist debuffs or crits. I could do that. Uniquely unique, stamina prop. We're getting rid of you. That's it. Don't even think about it. This was the item that I wanted. Now the thing that sucks is I don't have the gloves that I want. Okay, I have to rearrange this bag. To do that, I need 1 more gold. Why? Because I want more bag space. I'm going to get rid of this blue. So blue is good if I get to a perfect gem, but that kind of means that these daggers are worthless. And I just invested a ton of money into that dagger. 8 gold. Crap. I want to get rid of this weapon, but not yet. Alright, I'm going to rearrange. Be right back. Alright, this is working out surprisingly well. Wait, one of the only things would be Do I care about the armor that I gain? Because if so, then I should switch this over to here. But that would be a pain for getting this to be a star for this. Unless I move this over to... for right now, I'm going to say that this is fine. We don't actually care about the armor gain. Alright, full stars. We're crafting this. We have 4 good gems in here. We're speeding up the oil lamp, which gives accuracy to the greatsword so that it doesn't miss. We have 4 stars. Tim. Tim is going to resist debuffs and crit hits. Okay. Slow sword. But is it that slow? It has 3 speed bags. And it has uniquely unique, so it's not that slow. Problem is, it uses a ton of stamina. We just hit hard. No! They went invulnerable right when I hit. Not cool. Okay, they're dead. That was a little bit painful, the timing with that invulnerability. Alright, we need this cap. Crap. I just rearranged. The good news is, now this can count as a star. The bad news is, that's a total hassle. I always need this cap. Okay, we now need 1 armor. And do I want that green gem? Maybe. The green gem could free up. Really, I want a perfect blue gem, but that's hard to get. If I don't have a perfect blue gem, then it's easier to make use of 2 weapons, which is nice. Purple gem. So if we look at this sword, Battle Rage, decrease stamina usage to 3 and cooldown to 3. Gains plus 5 damage per empower. Every empower I can get is amazing. Problems with that, I can't get empower. Details. That's an important detail. Crap. Alright, I need to rearrange, but I want to buy stuff first. What stuff? I have to decide on this green gem. I'm going to say yes, because I plan on getting an armor. And armor has slots for green gems. I'm just going to say yes. That's it. Now, we need space and armor. And gloves. That was not the space I was looking for. Actually, it was. Never mind. I'm happy with this space, because now I can solve the pants problem. Pants problem is that there's a hole in your pants. Wooden sword was appealing to me when I had a villain sword. I no longer have that sword. Roll. Collar does not appeal to me. Cat. Cat does not appeal to me. We need armor. And space. Armor. I need this armor. Okay, the armor does not exist. So now I get to rearrange my bags. And again, pause the video, be right back. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. The biggest beneficiary from the Busted Blade pivot has been the pig. Ever since we got the impractically large greatsword, pig has been full stars. We get plus 20% damage. I'm giving it to this dagger too, but really the dagger could be sold at this point. We're up to 3 stars on the platinum customer card. Still could use another gem in here. Ideally I would be using platinum customer card as a crafted item, but it just fits much nicer over here. And most important, we still need armor. Okay, start the battle. I will roll looking for armor that costs 7 or less, which means either leather or the other armor on sale. Mambo Jambo, you're going to be defeated. Ooh, wait, those heals. What were those heals? Shellies. Oh no, no, Deerwood. I wasn't paying attention. No. Deerwood means that they become super tanky and they start to heal like crazy. And they have super speed Shelly. Wait. Oh, they were out of Battle Rage. Wait, there's no way they were out of Battle Rage. They were out of Battle Rage. How did we not kill because they just dropped out? No. Lame. Oh, okay. My damage fell off a cliff. God, I thought I had that. Okay. There's a cat on sale. There's also dagger for gem box. Dagger for gem box is interesting. Cat on sale's kind of interesting. I would trade a dagger for a gem box right now. It was that or else second vamp dagger. But I don't think second vamp dagger is the answer. Cat. Cat is one away from happy. In order to make the cat happy, I need this to be worth more. I mean, if it went like this, it would be easy to make happy. But that screws up this. And it screws up this. So now I get 2 less armor. No, 3 less armor every time this goes off. But that doesn't go off that much. Maybe that part doesn't matter. What about this? Stone badge is weird. I'm gonna get the stone badge. Kind of pays for itself. It's good for uniquely unique. It works a little bit with this, but not really, but kind of. What about combining these yellows? Yes. So we're gonna make box of riches, whatever it's called, bag of prosperity. We're gonna do that, which is gonna require stars. We can do that. So now, armor, but I have to take out both of these. No, it's 12 cost armor. Give it to me. All right, 12 cost armor. Do I need this? I don't need it, especially not if I'm buying this. All right, start the battle. Can get rid of the pig if I need to. They don't have 15 luck. Joke's on you. Ooh, are they still gonna kill me? No. You needed 15 luck. I don't have empower. I don't have ways to gain empower. I don't have crit. I don't have ways to gain crit. I'm beginning to notice flaws with my plan. What if I switch these? How does that help? That's worse. Okay. I do want that red gem. I do want this. I do want this. I do want this. Do I want to put this up here? Yeah, I can do that. So now, this armor must go in. The cat would like to see this. This one would like to be right there, but that's too bad. So the cat wants to see this. Oh, this bag isn't happy yet. That's a problem. Yeah, we can fix that, right? Yeah, but now the cat is not seeing this. Okay, let's fix that. Fixed. What about speeding up a purple gem? This doesn't speed things up. That's not how that works. So I've got crit resist from the cat. I've got crit resist from something else. What was the other thing that gives me crit resist? Tim. Tim gives 25% crit resist. You give 15% crit resist. I want this red. I have a lot of heat. I have 0 gold, but I want this bag. This is worth 1 gold. I do want to combine up those purples. Huh. Could do that. Do I need to remove their buffs? Probably. Could swap this green. We can do poison resist. Do I have more crafted items? For crafted items, the only one that I'm not really using is this pair of gloves. No, I'm also not using the customer card. Look at how happy that customer card is. I think I'm good with this. Little chestnut. We're at 2 out of 4 uniques, because I got rid of the villain sword. Right. Pig. Boot the pig over. Start the battle. Dagger could go, but it doesn't have to go. Claws of attack could go, but there's no reason to get rid of those. They can give me empower, they're just really slow at doing it. This sword, damage per second, 89.3. If I could get crits, or if I could get empower, this thing would go insane. We did 71.5 damage per second against their 0.6 damage per second. Defense, defense. Attack, attack, attack. What the hell are they doing? Why am I trying this hard when I'm in silver? Why am I like this? Time dilator is weird. I can't take time dilator. It's not worth it to slow down this weapon. All I care about is speeding up this one weapon. I wish it made sense. I really do. Okay. Wait, I never made this bag happy. I thought that this was a godly armor. It's not. I never made this bag happy. In order to make that bag happy, I could use this sword and something else. Huh. Alright, I'll think about it. I'm still thinking about it. It's bothering me. This one is going to be a total hassle. It does make it so that I have full space, though. But, gonna be a hassle. The bag has to be on the sword. Sword is the most important item to my build. I don't have any box of riches that I have to remove. What about this? For what? What about a pig for a walrus tusk? 3 gold item for a 4 gold item. They both sell for 2 gold. No deal. Banana. None of these. Alright, this is pretty bad. What do I want to get rid of? Could just be the snowballs. I was gonna say snowman, snowballs. Alright, mix up the words. Mix them together. I feel like the easiest way to fix this is probably by putting this one here. But I'm not sure about that. Do I want the snowman? Do I want to build a snowman? I don't know. Do I want this right here? The godly sword would go in it. But then I'm going to have to move it again late. I don't know. Alright, sword is being sped up by 4 speed bags. It's helpful. Purple gem. Purple gem moves over to here. Green gem. Green gem goes right here. I have to decide if I want this. The reason to take that is just because it reduces the opponent's max HP gain. That's it. That's the whole reason. That seems like a stupid reason to pay 8 gold. Is it a stupid reason? I'm going to say it's a stupid reason I can't take that. I don't need this. We still have 3 rounds. Kind of want it. Kind of want it. Alright, I'm going to finish setting up the bag. Be right back. Alright, we're back. So, I think I'm going to make the flame armor because it'll give me more heat and it's kind of free. I think I'm going to buy this box of riches, put it next to the cat because it makes me money and I still do want to see more gems. And I think I'm going to sell one of these stones to buy this customer card because it speeds up my sword. That's it. That is it. And I'm recombobulating the pig because the pig's been here for a while. It's time for the pig to go. That's it. Same with the stone. Stone just got here, but now it's gone. And one flame because we're combining, so I'm getting lots of new flames. And I assume I can find better items for the space than a flame. Crap, deerwood egg is a problem. Didn't kill him quick enough. Now I lose. Darn. This is a build that could, in theory, kill deerwood egg. The only way to do it, they have this bag, is to kill them before they go into battle rage, really. And they have no rush, please. The way to kill them is to do it very, very quickly before they get off the ground. So right now, they don't have any mana. But as soon as they drop to half health. So basically, I have to kill them right now with like one shot. 184, we're only doing 53 damage. That damage reduction, that's rough. And then they go to 80%. Now they're unkillable. Until they get their pan off the ground, and then they're extra unkillable. That is rough. Had to kill them before this happened. Now, 45%, they're still in battle rage, but they have the mana. So they're gaining max HP. And at this point, can't kill them. At this point, they have a chili, they have the cheese, they have the mana, they have everything they need. Darn. Alright. Combining up presents here, but it's really late for present. Green gems here. I was hoping to get a perfect blue gem. Did not happen. No, I didn't mean to do that. No, because I want the star spaces open around this. No. I don't need the stamina bag, but it's on sale. But I don't need it. Okay. I don't think it's present. I don't think it's this. I do think I have to move this. Which sucks because cat was holy, so I was planning on using cat as one of my stars. Right here. You're only 3 stars. Here are your 5 stars. 5 is better than 3. Oh, I could have made a coal and lit it on fire so that it could be a crafted item that I could use for this. But also move the gloves. That makes the cat unhappy. But I can probably make the cat happy. I can easily make the cat happy. To make the cat happy, like anything does it. Bam. Happy cat. Oh, and in theory, this could hit those gloves. That would be nice. So now I need a unique in this bag. Ooh, I still want another expensive item. Not expensive, but I want another legendary whatever. I want another star on the platinum customer card, legendary or better. Which means I would like an armor potion, really. Green gems. Red gems. Go combine up these greens. Blue gem does not do much. I do want to roll with this box of riches in, I think. What about this shield? No deal. Snowballs on sale, and I was already considering them. Crap. So the reason that I kept this bag was in case I saw a bag like this. That yellow gem is insanely good. How much money do we have? We get tons of money. Tons of money. And I have this. I don't want that potion. I don't want this stone. So now we're up to 7 gold. You cost 16. I don't need this stamina bag, but right now this is 5 space. This would bring me up to 6 space. 6 space is a weird number. kind of late to be making this. Too bad. Because really I want this armor to go right here. I could just keep the box of riches, or I could just sell the box of riches. If I put that right there, let's think about that. That's a lot of heat. I feel like I need to do that. And there's like limited upside from getting the bag of, what are you called? Box of prosperity. It would be difficult to make a third one happy. No, it wouldn't. Still, the answer is no. There. That's it. So now I would like a star over here, but I like this box of prosperity being happy. And I like this hitting the gloves. Maybe I don't care about that hitting the gloves. I do care about this though. What if I move this? No. We're good. Wait. I need this. This is important to me. Okay. If that's important, I'm just going to ditch that. I don't need all of the space that I currently have. So I'm still missing how many more speed bags? 1, 2, 3. 3 more speed bags. I'm still trying to buy that yellow gem this turn if I could. Cat is happy. We're speeding this sword up by a ton. 5 stars on this, so 50% plus 70% plus 40% plus cat gives 15% plus heat, but then minus 10% and then minus 30%. Weird. It's a lot of numbers. I don't think the red is that important to me. But it could be if I could combine up to a perfect red. Ooh, maybe I try and do that. I could do that. Could I get to a perfect red in time? In theory, yes. In practice, probably not. So the big question is, how do I buy this? We buy it next turn. Good talk. Start the battle. What is your cooldown? 1.66. That's not very quick, but it will go quicker once I'm in battle rage. 1.0. No! Hit them! Hit them! Why am I like this? Stamina. 1.6 per second. Stamina 0.2 per second. How much does this cost? 2.75. 2 swing. There were 2 swings where I didn't have enough stamina. I'm blaming this shield. But also, I just don't have much stamina. I have a stamina bag sitting. Why didn't I put the stamina bag in? It would have been -1 space. I have 2 space sitting empty. Oh, that was so bad by me. This could have won me that battle. There was no reason for that. Okay. Also, this yellow gem is a little bit questionable if I have stamina problems, which I just did. A little bit questionable. Alright. I don't have time to combine up the reds. Fine. The reds aren't that important to me. Finding a bag would be nice. I don't think it's Jerry. Ooh, do I? No, because I don't have the mana, and I don't have the luck. All I have is the heat. Box of riches. What am I looking for? Yellows, reds, greens, blue. There's a lot of stuff. Not blues unless... My main thought with the blue is then I should probably get rid of claws of attack. The reason for that is if I'm trying to pierce through their armor, then any damage this does is just wasted, but it uses so little stamina. But small amounts of stamina can make a difference. Why do I have this blue? I do think I want this. All right. I also want the space. This makes it so that I'm missing 2 space. What am I doing with these little gems? This is my last round to combine them up in a way that does anything. I'm going to take the blue, put it in place of a red, I think, which means I should probably combine those yellows, which means I'm going to have stupid amounts of heat. I want a bag. Purples don't make... purples do unhealing. Reds don't make sense to me. There's no way for me to get that red combined up. I don't care about increasing my healing that much. This one. That was the exact bag that I wanted, except I don't want to figure it out. All right. Now we get to figure out that bag. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I care about speeding up beyond the sword. Nope. I don't want to speed the armor. I don't want to speed the gloves. Nope, it's just the sword. Okay, so that should... What about another cat? That should simplify things. I say that, but this is a mess. That wasn't too bad. It's not done yet. That square bag is a problem. Why is the square bag a problem? Do I have to shift everything? Square bag is a problem. It would be a lot easier if I shifted to this bag. Would it? I think it would. I don't know. I don't see it all the way yet, but I almost see it. I think the answer is yes. It would be easier if I shifted to that bag, so I'm going to shift to that bag. But it would be good if I saw the solution before making a decision like that. So now, I think the answer has to be that. This one has to go here. These have to shift over. This one has to go here. This one has to go here. And then this one has to go here. Now, how much do I care? These are happy currently, but are they set up right? Probably not. All right, I'm going to rearrange again, decide on the cat, and be right back. All right, here's where I'm at. So... any decisions to make? The only decision would be, do I want to put this in? Could put it in place of the dagger, could put it in place of these. Could I sell the dagger by the cat? Dagger sells for 6, this sells for 3. I think we buy the cat next turn, or I just skip on the cat. No, cat is crit resist, which is good, and its unique and godly items trigger 15% faster, which is amazing for this. And in theory, it could make the Platinum customer card happy, but it won't. Making the cat happy. How much are you worth? You're worth like 14. You're worth like 10. It's going to be hard to make the second cat happy. That is a problem for next turn. Start the battle. Combining up a couple more yellows. Do I have stamina problems? 8 max. 8 max is significantly better than the previous. Crap, I do have stamina problems. Still have stamina problems. Significant stamina problems. Okay. I don't do sword build often, so it turns out the stamina is significant. I could have got rid of these gloves. But they do give him power. They use so little. But they don't use so little. If we look, stamina. They do so little damage, they use 2.7. That's enough that I could have got another swing. Damage dealt. I think I have to get rid of the gloves. They did 93 damage, but one more swing of the sword would have done more than that. Can always put the dagger there. Dagger there still gives a lot of the benefit. What about this genie lamp? Genie lamp gives luck, gives spikes, gives mana. Nope. But it's on sale, which makes it somewhat appealing to me. What about this stamina potion? Oh, weird. It is the stamina potion. It is. But does that make me want to keep the claws of attack? I don't think so. We'll still burn through the stamina, especially if I put this yellow in here. But I don't know if I want to put the yellow in there or if I just go red. It's a lot of red, a good amount of yellow, a lot of blue. The yellow has diminishing returns because we're already speeding this up a good amount. The biggest question is, how do you make the cat happy? This looks like the cat's happy, and it almost is. Almost is different than is. Off by 1 is rough. What is the plan? Off by 1 is rough. If I do what? If I had a burning coal... Wait, never mind. This is super simple. For some reason, I thought this had to be a flame item. It does not. But... I do want this to be happy, which is tricky. Crap. Okay, if I want that to be happy, Snowball can go here. What was the other unique? It was a customer card, wasn't it? Darn, you're no longer super happy. No, it was this. No, you're only worth 40. How? That makes you happy. It's a bad use of the platinum customer card. Do I care about debuffs? Maybe I don't. There are a lot of debuff builds right now, but maybe I just don't care about them. Let's go find one more potion. That's not the potion, but it's close. No, that's kind of the opposite of a potion. Kind of. Do I need gems? Let's say no gems. Do I need customer card? Let's say no customer card. Would I trade a gem for a coal? I guess so. For a flaming coal, definitely, but it's not a flaming coal. What about this green? Green is better than that. Why are you trading so much? You're trading so much because we have 25% plus 10%, 35% chance to trade. Darksaber. Crap. I need this. So the answer is to give up an armor bag. Okay. But I do have to actually get that on the sword, which is going to be a total hassle. The answer is actually to give up one of these boxes, because they're worth extra gold. I don't want to do this. Okay, do it. What is the game plan? Game plan is somehow fit the bags. So right now, I'm missing 3 space. I want 3 space using this bag. To get 3 space using this bag is gonna be tricky. In order to do it, I kind of need to shift all of these over. That looks like it should solve the puzzle. Did solve the puzzle. Alright, so that's good. One puzzle solved. Cat. Cat is happy. Well, not yet, but it will be happy. This one came down here. Why? Because it's in my 1 potion bag. What else are we doing? This thing is fully happy, which means I have tons of heat. Both cats are happy. Uniquely unique is happy. Yellow gem is good. Although I can switch the yellow for a purple and the purple gets sped up. Do that. What else? Still have money. Last cheap roll. Alright, nothing. There was a potion bag. I could have considered that for +1 buff. This would have been amazing on this cap. Why? In part because it would make this thing happier. In large part. Speaking of which, this thing is very unhappy. Oh well. Another armor bag. Trade for boots. Start the battle. The platinum customer card. No, it's against a frost build, so the platinum customer card would have mattered. We already have Tim. Hitting through their armor a bit, but that's where I needed the purple. I wasted a lot of damage attacking into their armor. If we got to a perfect, that would have saved me 360 damage. Kind of. The dagger doesn't do damage. So really, it would have saved me 360 minus 66. Just getting to a perfect blue versus a flawless blue. 60% chance versus 100% chance increases this thing's damage by 300, which means that I would have killed much sooner. Especially for an armor build. I need to think about that more. If I know that I'm going single weapon like this, I really have to go all in on getting the blue gem. I could have sold this to look for the blue gem more. I wasn't that far away. I was just a regular sapphire away. That would be top priority for me. They buffed that perfect blue gem so much that it is significant. Anything else to consider? Second stamina potion would have been huge. That's basically it. Everburning is super strong. Chili Goopert is super strong. This Frozen Flame is still pretty strong. Mirror is super strong. This was a strong opponent, I think. I think so. Kill switch. We got there, but barely, and we're still in silver. The struggle. So I don't know if Backpack Battles is still going to be every day or if it's going to be every other day. Kind of depends what I feel like tomorrow morning. And I'll see if the game still gets a bunch of views. I don't know. Dark Soul 90. I don't make my decisions purely off views. Or, like, they're not even a large factor. Otherwise, I wouldn't play a lot of the games that I play. But it's a factor. We're at 1 win. The bigger thing is just I get burned out on this game. And I've been burned out on it for a while. 2 wins. I like learning games. And there's more I could learn about this game, but it would take a lot of effort, where I've already learned the parts that are interesting to me. I did the easy learning. 3 wins. So I would rather just do the easy learning on a different game, like Oaken Tower. 4 wins. The thing that I find enjoyable. Unhealing, this one's a little bit scary. With 2 crowns. Are they scary? Double unhealing. I've never really seen double unhealing. I don't know how that works. Holy triple crown. They are scary. I think that was 4 wins, 1 loss. Not sure. 4 wins, 1 loss is what I'm going to say. This looks easy. It's just a whole amalgam of random things that don't seem to synergize. 5 wins, 1 loss. This is scary. Crap. Why do I keep seeing Egg Deerwood again? I hate you, Egg Deerwood. Punch through. Easy game. Punch through before their mana goes crazy. They didn't have chili. They did have 3 cheese, though. And they have a lot of stuff. I'm kind of surprised I punched through that. 6 wins, 1 loss. Interesting. Huh. Normally, I don't want to speed this one up too much. Especially if they're gaining in power, this would do damage. Yeah, I don't know why they're speeding up the Thorn Bloom. I do like this item with Thorn Bloom seems crazy. Because as soon as you get to 20 mana, you're just printing 5 in power every 4.5 seconds. And then you speed it up, the owl gives even more. Yeah, they're going to win. But I don't know why they're speeding up the Thorn Bloom. This thing does crazy damage. I guess they just do damage. Was that 6 wins, 2 losses? I'm going to say that's what it is. Songbird. Ooh, 4 musical instruments. Sadly, the musical instrument part doesn't really matter. Look at that, max HP though. They don't have that many buffs. Tim is stealing them. Tim is trying to... Wait, no, Tim is not stealing them. Tim is resisting debuffs. That is brutal. 6 wins, 3 losses. For the Busted Blade. Should win against this, but Amulet of Steel is strong. They just don't have many weapons. 2 weapons. Epic Doofy. They do have a lot of defense, though. God, I hate how tanky they made Berserker. In my mind, Berserker is supposed to be burst of damage. They've made Berserker so tanky. Only 5 stars. They're not built around damage too much, though. They remove buffs, they remove damage, and they're just tanky. And that's it. Whole game plan. Why do they still have 2 whetstones? Weird. And they're not using dragon as a pet or giving it the star for the weapon. Just move the dragon in place of this dagger. Screw that dagger. Or move the dragon right here. This armor doesn't have to be here. I don't know what they're doing. Cool. Alright, so 7 wins, 3 losses in overtime. Slowly climbing out of silver. It just takes a lot of rounds to get through it. God, I would like this game more if I was playing at high diamond with all of the characters. It just takes so long. It's going to take forever. If I play every other day, it's going to take even longer. I don't know. I want to play more monster battles. I want to play more Oaken Tower. I want to play more Skill Legends Royale. I want to play those other games more than I want to play this game right now. So that's my thought process. We'll see. See what kind of feedback you guys give as well. For now, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.